Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This video is all about the inherited skill from the Priest Job class, the Duple Light active skill, the Glowing Bliss passive skill, and the Clearance active skill. Now, about the Duple Light active skill, I already have an existing damage test video for it, and I will just place the link in the video description below so you could also check it out later. And for this video, I will only perform a test for the Duple Light against the blocking buff from the Priest class, the Kyrie Eleison buff, and see if it can really break the Kyrie Eleison blocking buff faster. Also, in this video, I will do a showcase of how the Glowing Bliss works, including the Clearance active skill, and see if it is worth it for the DPS class or not. Now without further ado, let's begin. First off, let's review the skill effect of these inherited skills. The Duple Light. This skill, at level 10, upon skill activation, it summons 2 beams of holy light, dealing additional physical attack value multiplied by 100%, and magical attack value also multiplied by 100%, as holy attribute physical damage that ignores the physical defense of the enemy units during normal attacks, and the skill will last for 30 seconds. The Glowing Bliss passive skill. At skill level 10, this passive skill provides an effect that each time you receive a damage from attacks, you will convert 5% of the damage to your temporary max HP, which can be stacked for 10 times and lasting for 10 seconds. The Clearance active skill. This skill provides a negative buff cleansing effect, and it has a 100% chance to dispel any 2 debuffs from the friendly units within the specified area, and as the level of the skill increases, the effects that can be dispelled are darkness, sleep, curse, freeze, petrification, stun, silence, bleeding, and burn. And at level 10, 1 random negative state can be dispelled. Now let's proceed to the test showcase. And before we start with the Duple Light versus the Kyrie Eleison buff test, let's review first the Kyrie Eleison buff skill. The Kyrie Eleison skill buff provides a single ally unit shield against physical damage. The shield can provide a limited number of protection and resist a limited amount of damage. It loses effect once it's maxed out. It can resist up to 10 times of attacks, and the max damage it can take is 30% of the beneficiary's max HP. The shield will last for 120 seconds, and it will lose its effect immediately if attacked by the Holy Light Strike. Now, there are some speculations that the Duple Light skill can cancel out the Kyrie Eleison buff immediately, since the Duple Light inherited skill will summon 2 beams of Holy Light, and the Kyrie Eleison buff specified that a Holy Light Strike can cancel its effect immediately. Now, let's proceed to the test and find out. As what we can see here, even using the Duple Light skill while attacking, still did not cancel out the Kyrie Eleison's blocking buff immediately. And although the Duple Light cannot dispel the Kyrie Eleison buff, it still can reduce the blocking count decently. Now, let me show you a method that could cancel out the Kyrie Eleison buff immediately. And that's how you cancel the pesky Kyrie Eleison blocking buff. You just have to cancel it with a massive damage. But still, It will block the first physical damage you inflict, no matter how massive your damage is. Now let's proceed to the glowing Bliss test showcase. And this is how the glowing Bliss inherited passive skill works. At level 10, it can provide a 5% of the damage taken as max HP, but at level 1, it only provides a 0.5% of the damage taken. And every upgrade level of this skill will only provide an additional 0.5% per level. And as we can see, it is not that useful for non-tanky and high HP classes, as you won't enjoy its effect when you can't handle a lot of lethal attacks. And taking small damages does not provide you a great HP boost either, since it'll only take an HP boost from 10 attacks within 10 seconds. And to get a greater boost from this effect, you need to receive a higher damage. But the problem is, you can only take 1 up to 3 lethal damages, and the skill will not be that beneficial. But this will be a great inherited skill for tanky and high HP classes. Now we proceed to the clearance inherited skill testing. And as you can see, the clearance inherited skill is not that useful for a DPS job class. And as it was still not at level 10, and it could not remove any negative state, like slowed or poisoned state status. But still, even if it's already at level 10, it wouldn't be that useful for a non-support type class. Devs should upgrade this clearance inherited skill, since investing for this inherited skill will just be a waste. And that's all of it for this video, and thank you for watching.